been a long time. How have you been? I think we can put our differences behind us. For science, you monster.
Hello, my name is Andrew and I'm here alongside Steven. We are Cal Gaming and welcome to our Let's Play of Portal 2 for the PlayStation 3.
Are you ready to start thinking with portals? Because
Yeah.
I'm not.
Right, so Portal 2 is a puzzle game where you're thinking with portals. But at the beginning here, you're going to start off in this room.
You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer,
Who's this mysterious voice?
Just an answer. It even tells you there in the script there.
answer.
this completes the gymnastic portion.
Gymnastic portion, just looking up and down.
Not very much effort required here.
This is art. You will hear
Oh, if Bob Ross was here, he would be painting the landscape. Just, here's how I did get this beautiful blue. Just nice, beautiful strokes.
You should now feel mentally reinvigorated. The piece of stuff staring at art has not provided the required intellectual sustenance. Reflect briefly on this classical music.
It's kind of sad when the script here it spoils the punchline. But yeah, the subtitles are, I swear the subtitles, the way they're written, it's the script
Closed
itself.
captions. You can use that to know ahead of time that the special infected are in the area in Left 4 Dead 1 and 2.
So what's your experience with Portal?
I've only finished the first game. I've played very little of the second on PS3, but didn't play very much of it, so...
So we're on to Chapter 1, the Courtesy Call. And here's one of our favourite characters in the game. How fucking hell deep is that bed? You saw how deep that mattress is?
And isn't this the voice of Stephen Merchant?
Yes, it is. Stephen Merchant voices Wheatley, who's a core. But here, see if you don't open the door, he can goes on and on and on. There's a lot of dialogue.
Yeah, Valve games tend to have a really good sense of humour.
Hola, amigo.
It's like even thinks you're Spanish.
Donde está?
Here he is.
You look.
I have to say, but Wheatley is kind of a Pixar feel to him with the way he animates here to show his expressions.
You thinking of Wally?
Plenty of time for you.
Probably.
Just take it.
Please prepare
That's
for
another really good
emergency
Disney movie.
evacuation.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Prepare. Prepare.
This is probably one of the funniest games I've ever played because of the sense of humour.
He's saying prepare, so we need to be prepared.
I remember getting this out of curiosity because I was a bit unsure about it, but then I got this back in 2012, I believe. It was a year after it was released, and then I gave it a try, and then I enjoyed it. But I was trying my best to find the first game because it was re-released for the PS3, but
The Orange Box.
Orange
trilogy.
Box Collection.
Yeah.
Cognitive
Because
deterioration.
it was an Xbox exclusive, the first Portal,
And PC for a while.
but it wasn't meant to be taken seriously. It wasn't given an actual plot or anything like that.
There is a plot in there, but
But you compare to this, where there's a lot more effort put into it, because they didn't know Portal was going to be that good.
man, GLaDOS in Portal 1, what a character. She had some of the best dialogue.
I let this jump. Just say yes.
But never mind. Say apple. Apple.
The answer is yes.
Okay, you know what? That's close enough. Just hold tight.
Just jumping. It's like Shell doesn't know how to talk. Yeah, that's the name of your player character, folks. It's Shell.
Yeah, isn't it a girl?
Yeah, it's a lassie.
Yeah.
And that reaction when you get when Lego Dimensions and then they brought Portal into it.
How you doing down there?
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, Lego Dimensions, or as I call it, Lego Everything. Portal's also
Yeah.
got a level and characters that you got. Lego Shell,
Yeah.
Lego Wheatley, and Lego GLaDOS.
Isn't this the same character from the first game, or is it
It's the same character for the first game, yeah.
that you're playing as?
Yes. It's Shell, yeah, it's the same one.
Look at that lovely Havoc physics engine going to work.
Yeah, we had to show it at some point.
Like functions of the 10,000 bloody test subjects I'm supposed to be in charge of.
You know, this is like one of those anti-let's play games where you just want to listen to the dialogue.
Yeah, we'll see that with like games like Deadpool. No, that. God damn, I love Nolan North.
Concentrate.
Remember Stephen Merchant had a small cameo in Hot Fuzz?
Who was he? Yeah.
He was there. It was Simon Pegg asking about the swan.
Yeah. Actually, isn't Noah North in this?
Yes, he voices some of the cores.
Yay!
But not until the last area of the game.
Aww. And J.K. Simmons as well, I believe.
Yeah, we'll see him later.
But if anyone asks, tell them as far as you know, the last time you checked, everyone looked pretty much alive. Alright?
Oh, I don't know, it looks like a shithole to me.
So where are we?
Okay, almost
Aperture Science. This is supposed to be like years in the future, and it's in the same universe in the same universe as the Half-Life series,
Yeah.
which I have no experience with.
Docking station. Get ready.
But apparently the problem with Valve is that they can't count to 3.
Yeah. Half-Life 2 Episode 2 ended on a massive cliffhanger, I think, and years later, we've yet to get a follow-up to it.
And what about a sequel to Portal? Why not a Portal 3?
Or Left 4 Dead 3. Or even just ports of those games for PS4.
Aye. And for one thing, actually, I don't think this was in the first Portal. They added a soundtrack.
I know there was a main vocal theme still alive, which is hilarious, by the way.
But that's not in here.
It's essentially GLaDOS talking about how glad she is about after you've killed her or whatever. You literally rip her to pieces in the first game and burn her alive.
Yes, I am a good jumper.
Oh, whoa, are we talking about the movie Jumper? The one with Hayden Christensen?
Now, this first bit right here, this is an homage to the first game.
Aperture Science Enrichment Center.
Yeah, I remember
We
this.
are currently experiencing
Didn't we escape from this place in the first game?
Yeah.
Why are we back here?
I think this is supposed to be like, what, 100 years after the first game?
testing protocols. Testing
We do something like this, in a way, in Dead Space 2 as well.
So that science can
So a massive time gap so they don't have to explain how this character's still alive.
Well, Isaac ends up in stasis, but there's a really good callback later in the game.
So here we go, we're going to start with testing, and I'm going to carry this radio with me. I can see myself! Yes, I'm a woman.
If you look down, can you see your feet in this game?
Nope.
Oh.
Which is weird.
The radio is the way.
So first up is this very simple test, folks. Grab a cube and put it on the button.
Where's the companion cube?
That'll be later on.
Are you going to try your absolute best to save
Oh,
him?
I wanted to take the radio with me!
Oh.
Yeah, that was what's called an interpation grid. It disables everything and it destroys everything that you try to take, whether it's cubes, radios, or spheres, but it also cuts down your portal. We won't get the portal gun just yet. This is the big...
Wasn't there an Easter egg in the first game where if you managed, you could actually get the companion cube out of the test area, but it would still be disintegrated?
Yeah. But for now, we're just going to do simple button presses for now until we actually get a portal pistol.
Oh, button pushing.
So what you have to do for this test is every time you press the button, it changes the location of the portals that are set. You have to get the cube into the right button and then press the button, which activates the door.
So hard.
Ugh. Again, that depends if you have a thing. If you get the idea for this kind of thing, where if you know how the portals work.
Yeah. Puzzles are one of my main weaknesses, actually. Like, I'm that one Uncharted player who's often waiting for the hints to show up in the bottom right of the screen.
Yeah, you can handle Resident Evil puzzles pretty well.
Zeros anyway.
Reintegration associate will revive you for an interview when society has been rebuilt.
Yeah, right. Again, this is like, what, 12 million years in the future?
Why, is everyone dead?
Pretty much. Like, all the humans are pretty much captured into Aperture Science to be tests. And this is them showing off the unique designs for the turrets, which we will never see in-game.
Aww.
Well, like, in-game character models, and I mean, not like,
Hey, you made it.
cutscenes. Hey, Wheatley!
There should be a portal device on that podium over there.
Well, you get it then.
He doesn't have any hands.
Do you want to go and have a quick look?
Here we are. Here's our first portal device. And whoa! Now, I would break my ankles, but what Shell's got equipped with is ankle braces, which lets her take no damage from the heels up.
Yeah.
So here's our first portal device, but for now we can only shoot blue portals. So the orange portals are going to be linked in certain areas, but we have to use the blue portals to our advantage.
Yeah, the orange ones are essentially the catalyst.
Aye. But it's pretty much like a first-person shooter, but it's not a first-person shooter.
It's a first-person puzzler.
Yeah, So to wrap, you just aim with your portal gun the same way as a traditional first-person shooter, and then you press L1 or R1 to switch between your portal locations.
You can only have one portal, one of each type of portal active at a time.
And plus, what's also unique in this game is that the little bubble colored light on your gun that lets you show what was the last color portal you shot out, so you don't get mixed up.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the first game did that, which caused you to be a little bit more confused.
Yeah. Which didn't help with the really difficult puzzles much later in that game.
Aye.
Because things start out easy, but goddamn, you're going to be scratching your head much later on.
I like this piece of dialogue.
To help you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1.
No, we're missing is Chris Redfield and the Panda. and George Takei. Oh my.
I'm up for a bit of jazz.
Can you still destroy the cameras and stuff with the portals by placing them right next to it?
No, I don't show off, I don't think.
Because that was one of my favourite things to do in the first game, is just place the portals in a way that would cause the cameras to fall off the wall, and then GLaDOS would be like, vital test apparatus destroyed. Because the testing word for some reason doesn't complete she doesn't finish saying testing, it just gets cut off for some reason. So it's like, vital test apparatus destroyed.
So yeah, as I said before, these first few puzzles are nothing to worry about. They're just simple. Place a cube here and put a portal there. It's when they give you the option to shoot 2 portals that's when they get a little bit more complicated, because that's when you really need to think.
Speculation on our part. Oh, you broke glass. That's, what, 7 years of bad luck?
Ah well, I think I'm going to head into a secret area actually. And this is what, the Ratman's Den? This Ratman character? Where he's trying his best. He's trying his best to escape Aperture Science, but he ends up going crazy in the process. So you can see that I went through that grid and it turned off my portals.
Yeah, you can't take any objects through with you.
No, because the
Everything
game's
is
cruel.
destroyed.
Yes.
Including your precious companion cube.
Everybody lost the companion cube.
It's your only friend in this cruel world.
Indeed.
Wherever a lack of shelter from space debris does not appear to be a deliberate part of the test.
Oh, this dialogue's hilarious.
Right, this is what you have to do, folks. You see that cube there? There's a button here. You have to put one cube on the button, then you have to get another cube onto another button on the top of the stairs to open the door.
By the way, if you do fall in that, what is it, acid?
It's acid,
You
yeah.
fall in that, you die.
At least they fixed that problem in the first Portal game, where if you hit just the side of the portal when you lose your momentum, it kills it and you fall into a vat of acid.
Oh.
They fixed that here. So you press the button to release the cube from the top, and then you press this button on the right to activate the panel to stop it from falling into the acid.
Right.
That clicking is where it's going to reset, and it gives you time to think about it and time your button presses just right.
Because some of the switches run on timers.
That although
Aye.
circumstances may appear bleak, you are not alone.
Of course we're not.
Where's GLaDOS?
Oh, she'll be appearing soon.
What,
Because-
didn't we burn her alive? in the
No,
first
if you
game?
recall, I think in the final boss you had to take cores off her.
Yeah.
They were personality
You
cores.
literally rip all the cores out of her and burn them.
Physics no longer apply in the future.
Because she tries to have you killed at one point.
Yeah.
After all the experiments are done, she tries to throw you into an incinerator and you escape. And you
Now,
take revenge
another thing
on her.
about portals, folks, is that when you go through the portal, you'll gain velocity, and you can use that velocity to launch yourself across the entire room.
Yeah, the faster
Like
you go
so.
and the farther you go.
Yep. And
It's essentially the momentum from Mario in a way.
you just gotta think about it. But what I like to do is to save. If I'm not carrying anything, I fall down and then I fire a portal just as I'm about to touch the ground.
You ever done those moments where you just go through a portal and out again? Like you put 2 portals on the ground next to each other and you just go through it over and over and over.
Or that problem where you carry a cube and then you go through the portal fast, but the cube is stuck behind the portal and you go without the cube. But yes, you can, and for those of you who don't know, you can get things into an infinite loop, but you have to be incredibly precise with your portals. So,
Momentum,
and away I go!
and away you go.
So, if you're up for puzzles, here's a game for you.
My one weakness. That shaking of a gun indicates you can't fire a portal at that time.
No, that's basically you trying to grab something.
But oh,
That's all it is.
oh.
It's so I can grab a cube and launch it over here so I can put it on this big red obvious button. And then I'll launch myself up into that platform. Because at this point we're still only using blue portals.
Yeah, we'll get access to the orange ones later,
We're
but
getting this far,
for now
future
it's just
starter.
blue.
That said, if you are simple-minded, bold, or irradiated in such a way that the future should not start with you, please return to your primitive tribe and send back someone better qualified for death.
Yeah, this dialogue is brilliant.
Aye.
Oh, if you think this is funny, wait till we get to House of the Dead Overkill. That's gonna be hilarious.
The
What's up,
Enrichment Center respects your
motherfucker?
right to have questions or concerns about this policy.
Oi, oi, Wheatley.
Oh, brilliant! You did find a portal gun. Oh, do you know what? It just goes to show, people with brain damage are the real heroes in the end, aren't they? Great.
Wouch.
Pop a portal on that wall behind me there, and I'll meet you on the other side of the room.
We.
It is a bit visually disorienting, isn't it?
Lay something on you here. It's pretty heavy. They told me never, never, ever to disengage myself.
Again, he's very expressive for a small sphere's core.
Ever. It's like that one valve at the end of Oddworld, the Apes Exodus, you have to pull in order to destroy the enemy stronghold or whatever, and it says, absolutely, positively, never ever turn this valve.
Right, unfortunately, folks, it's impossible to catch him. You can delay him by letting him land on your head, but you can't catch him. He will always drop.
Let's go on one this
But he's hesitant at first.
Ready? One. Catch me, Ow.
It's impossible to catch him.
I am not dead. I'm not dead. Plug me into that stick on the
So
wall
we have
over there,
to
yeah?
carry him
I'll
throughout
show
the
you
whole
something.
game.
Not for the whole game, just for this bit right here.
Oh.
Because we're trying to escape the facility and he's helping us.
That reminds me of an Easter egg in one of Half-Life games. You could carry a garden gnome all the way through the game and put it in a space shuttle.
Like he's asking me to turn around. And I'm like, nope.
Because your character doesn't
I
talk.
can't do it if you're watching.
What are you not going to be nervous about? Alright, fine.
Alright, you can turn around now. Bam! Secret panel.
He's getting ready to betray us.
Pick me up. Let's get out of here. And off we go.
And off we go.
No rail,
I can just imagine him pulling out a knife when you had your back turned.
Go everywhere.
Ah.
Hold on, where
Or
are
just
we?
a cheeky smile.
Let me just get my bearings.
With what? No face?
Follow the rail, actually.
Well, we'll try to be expressive with the eyes. Oh, hello, it's the turrets.
Hello, we're not stopping. Don't make eye contact, whatever you do. No, thanks, we're good. Appreciate it. Keep moving, keep moving.
Hello? Are you still there?
Come out, bitch. For anyone wondering, go watch A Day in the Life of a Sentry. It's one of the funniest videos I've ever seen on the internet.
I would sure love to plug my floppy disk into a hard drive.
She will probably get us if she's awake.
What are you talking about, GLaDOS?
Aye, they're talking about GLaDOS, because you remember she was
She's dead.
destroyed. She's dead. Aye.
So how is she? Where is she?
She's right here.
Oh fuck.
We're going to the first we're now entering the area which was the final area of the first game.
Yeah.
And there she is.
What's left of it anyway?
What's left of GLaDOS.
What a nasty piece of work she was, honestly. Like a proper maniac.
And this is where he referenced. Like,
You're not going to believe this. A human.
he's talking about the events of the first game.
Yeah, he doesn't know it was us.
Yeah, he doesn't realise it was us.
Nobody's seen him since. Then there was a sort of long
Well, I can't really
sequence
say much from my point because I've never played Portal 1. I've just not had any luck finding it.
escaping now, so that's pretty much the whole story.
I just don't understand why they can't just release them again because I really enjoy Portal 2.
Is it free? Is it not free to play on Steam? Actually,
Aye, but I don't know if my laptop will be powerful enough to...
Go ahead and jump.
I've only got a laptop, I don't have a desktop.
So you're all set. Although no braces on your
Look at
arms,
this.
though, so you're gonna
So
have to rely on the
he's
old human
hesitant for me to
strength
jump.
keep a grip on
Afraid
the
of heights?
device.
Yes, and again, if you stay here, he goes on and on. I think if you look at the sound files, actually, folks, there's like over an hour of dialogue of Wheatley.
yeah, that's one thing the Valve games have in common is that there's a shit ton of dialogue, especially for Left 4 Dead 1 and 2.
Definitely focus on landing with your legs.
Alright, let's go then.
Have you been working out? Because I'll be honest, there's no evidence of it. You know, I'm not like just a plastic cup. Ah!
Shut up!
Yeah, his dialogue will automatically go to the next one as soon as you jump.
Yeah.
That's tremendous.
So, we continue on, let's go underneath.
Ah! I just looked down. I do not recommend it. I've just done it again.
Can you actually throw them away?
No.
Oh.
No, you can't.
This is the main breaker room.
Ooh. Look at all those switches.
No.
Not interested in anything
And
else. Don't
what
touch
is it?
anything else.
Oh,
Don't look
what
at anything
does
else.
this
Just,
button
obviously,
do?
to find an escape pod. But as soon as you look at it, it doesn't say
Dizzy.
escape pod. Don't touch anything.
That's
Yeah.
great.
See it anywhere? Let's see it anywhere. Tell you what.
And look at this. See this mechanic right here? It's designed to flip all these switches at once.
What?
This platform that we're on, it's designed to flip all the switches at once.
Oh god.
God. He's quoting God.
Speaking of God.
Oh, look at that.
And he's trying to find this switch that says escape pod, but look at this.
Let me guess. Press is the wrong one.
Yes.
Of course.
Look, see, it's designed to
Oh,
flip them all
fuck.
up.
This should slow it down. No, makes it go faster. Uh-oh.
And this is his poor attempt to create a password.
Okay, don't panic. All right.
Meanwhile, this is happening.
Stop this.
Oh. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Listen to Wheatley here trying to hack a
That
password.
Glad-
Look, he's trying to hack a password every letter in the alphabet.
Is that GLaDOS?
Yep, she's
Oh.
back.
Wait, did I do beat the Gerald pen? Start writing these down.
And he's completely unaware this resurrection is happening behind him.
Hello.
Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time.
It sure has been, Hen.
Where have you been? I've been really busy being dead. After you murdered me.
You did what?
Yeah, now Wheatley realizes we were the ones that caused all the shit in the first game.
Fuck. She tried to kill us, so.
Okay, look. We both said a lot of things that you're going to regret. But I think we can put our
Bye-bye,
differences behind us.
That's bye-bye, Wheatley.
Besides, you monster.
I'm the monster!
Didn't you just murder that poor little
I will
robot?
say
Yeah.
that since you went to all the trouble of waking me up, you must really, really love to test.
Yes,
Oh boy.
we surely do.
There's just one small thing we need to take
As we
care
fall
of
down,
first.
right, as we go down the pit to do some testing, we'll see you in the next part, folks.